Moving on to the Express, Boris and the post-Brexit row over Article 16. What have we got on that?
Yeah, in the Express, the headline, Boris terrified of Christmas disaster as Article 16 row explodes. I mean, this has been simmering for a while, Lord Frost. The UK remains locked in negotiations with the EU over the controversial Northern Ireland protocol created to prevent a hard border. This is the story that this was always going to be the thing that no one thought about before we started, and here we are. The Northern Irish, incidentally, seem to be doing OK out of all this because there is a border in the Irish Sea and they've still got more goods on the shelves than we have.
Are they like the sort of British equivalent of Andorra now? Is Northern Ireland just become a massive duty-free?
It's like Passport to Pimlico, I think, for our younger viewers. It's a similar sort of thing. Anyway, a senior British official told the Financial Times empty shelves this Christmas would be a disaster. Nobody wants to be the person who screws up Christmas.
Poor old Boris probably has tricky Christmases anyway, doesn't he, with his limitless progeny.
Exactly. Which child does he visit first? You know, it's quite he's travelling about like Father Christmas. This whole thing has been simmering for quite some time, and these headlines do not reflect well on him. If people can't get those things, I know we talked about this before, and you were saying how maybe people can just make do with less. People don't want to make do with less. No. They don't. At Christmas,
they don't, do they? They realise that life is meaningless and pointless, and Christmas is an opportunity to spend some money.
Eat excessively.
Just feel like the wheels are turning.
For a couple of days. Maybe you don't do that, but most people do.
Yeah, no. I can't help feeling, though, that there is also a sense of disappointment that Ireland has not erupted into, like, sectarian fury again over this. All the newspapers are kind of going, oh, it's simmering. They really thought this was going to, like, reignite the whole...
Well, no, the reason it hasn't reignited is because the border has remained open. If they shut the border, then we'll see what kicks off then. I don't think anybody wants that.
I think a border in the middle of the sea is probably the way forward. I think all borders should probably be moved into the sea.
But then that
makes a lot more sense.
Well, that means then that Northern Ireland is part of Ireland, and I don't think the Unionists will go for it. I mean, I might be wrong.
You know what? I remember 20 years ago when they started the Northern Ireland, the Good Friday Agreement.
Yes.
I always said it was a good thing because it was a kind of fudge, and you have those at Easter, don't you? Anyway, it was a very cleverly done.
It was a long way for that.
It was a long, but it was a good joke. But no, seriously, that was 23 years ago. I think 1998.
99, yes.
So the presumption was at that time, it was unspoken, obviously, because it's possibly even slightly tasteless to say so, but the reality was that the fertility rate within the Catholic population was significantly higher than that in the Protestant, and within a generation, it would be enough.
No.
Yes, absolutely. It was always discussed.
What?
Maybe in your house. Unionists were not going to survive in a majority for very long.
Did you know
now
this?
The fertility rate is as low on both sides, and this is why they're locked into a stalemate.
Listen, I see the orange marches. I see the orange marches and I think, who would sleep with them? I get that completely. I'm not going to bed with you in a bowler hat.
Always understood that was the trajectory they were on, that sooner or later there'd be a Catholic majority. And don't say wow like some kind of child who's never understood that demographics change everything.
I never thought about that.